Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Allison Cruz, and welcome back to the Swapper. Last time we had a bit of an interesting altercation with our supposed guide of this derelict ship, and, well, in all honesty, in this part, we're going to finish up the remainder of the puzzles that are to be found here. Out of the 124 orbs that are in this game required to beat it, the final 54 are actually in the next 6 puzzles. So that's going to be fun for us. So let's go ahead and get started. Half of them are in this room, and this one I usually have a little bit of trouble on. The idea is to get one clone on each of these 4 switches to raise each of those while still having enough room to, swap to that without having any of the clones move. And it's actually quite a simple solution. I can just never quite remember. We're going to put one guy there first and then jump over like this. Go all the way over here. And while we're still upside down, we're actually going to put a guy right there. And now we're going to switch to this one. Did I switch to him? I did. Alright, and then we're going to jump to get rid of that one. And then continue by making all of our clones here. There we go. Then we're going to put the last one right there. Switch to this guy, and voila. These final puzzles are not very difficult at all. If anything, they're probably some of the easiest.
Working with that woman, everything is as simple as it looks with her. It's called the Swapper device because it swaps souls about. A fairy tale if ever I heard one. What if there's no soul to swap?
Well, isn't that the question of the day? Log number 19. In under 32 hours, more than 3/4 of us have succumbed. 124 crew members and less than 30 remain. We're holed up in this derelict module, headed for command once we're rested. People say it's the most protected part of the station, but then people are scared. They're saying they can hear the Watcher's thoughts. That when you do, you get sick. I'm trying not to listen to them. Sam Cook. Alright, let's get out of here. This one is actually another pretty easy one. Basically, we just need to put a clone about right there and just control her from afar. So let's try this, actually get them both situated so that they're all on the same side. There we go. So we're completely lined up. So with E, we're going to go ahead and grab it, and then we don't even have to go that far. We'll both jump on it, and then jump, swap, and there we go. That's literally all there was to that one.
Okay, landing gear is moving into position. Trajectory is plotted. Disengage the remaining panels.
Alright, will do. But I don't think, we don't even have enough. We need 93. And also, this one is actually deceptively easy. Basically, the first thing we want to do here is go up on the ceiling here and make a clone right where we need to go there. You can already tell we need to swap from this other side, and you're thinking, well, that seems a little too easy. That's how you're supposed to do it. We're going to switch over to this guy, jump on over here, and then swap to this one. And there we go. And collect it. It's really not that bad.
You should have been able to detach the last panel by now. I hope we were right to trust those survival instincts.
Yes, indeed. Now, before we go and unlock that final one, we're actually going to head out into the cold, deep outer reaches of space, like I was saying just at the end of the last part. And this is where we can collect our final 3 Iniagon orbs. It's a weird word to say if you're not reading it, but we'll be making our way to, I guess, one of the last areas we haven't really seen. So let's get out of here, shall we? I fixed the problem with my mouse pad. Apparently it's just one of those things where it's just one of those things that on default you can't like scroll and like look around and shoot at the same time, which was making some of the puzzles like unnecessarily difficult. But it's fine. We just need to blast our way over to this mysterious asteroid, because once we do, come on, touchpad, don't fail me now, we can head inside the depressurization chamber, I guess. Not really, because, well, welcome to the giant rock they were excavating. This is where the Watchers came from, and they really did a number on it. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's just solve these final 3 puzzles, because, I mean, there's 3 left to go. Let's see what we got in here first, though. So, in all honesty, these final puzzles are really not that bad. They don't feel like they should at the end of the game, and personally, it's a little disappointing, but at the same time, it actually works perfectly for this game. So that guy's going to be down there for a while. I'm going to move over here. There we go. Now you want to get as far into this purple light as possible. The idea is to get 2 clones, one on each of these switches here to get rid of this purple light. And so we're going to put a clone right about here, and then we're going to jump up and swap to him. There we go. Now we're going to get as far to the edge as we can, and we will place another one right there. Okay, so we'll go and I guess we'll make this guy actually. We'll put this guy right there so that he's next to this lip here. Anytime he moves left, all of these guys are going to move left, but he's going to stay in the same place. And that is actually perfect for us. So let's hopefully get all these guys together. There we go. Make sure you get both of those at the same time and that this guy is still on the platform. So you can place one man right there. Go and probably just walk on over. And there we go. It's all good. Alright, cool. So we have only 2 more puzzles left, and I don't know, I mean, it's satisfying. Like, there's no greater satisfaction to solving these your very first time. It's just like that aha moment, you know? It's just, in this game, it's particularly satisfying. But that might just be me. Alright, let's go over here and hopefully not squander our remaining puzzles, because, you know, we've been not doing too bad. So let's see. What does he have to say? Each word I concentrate, simplify, make to match your mind. It is slow. Well, thank you. This one also isn't really too bad. The idea that we really want to do here is bring... It's almost exactly the same as the last one, the same concept. We need a guy right there. We'll go and move on up like this so that we can make a guy on the underside here, right about there. And that might actually have been too poor, because now they're way too... Well, actually, that's fine, because we need to move forward and make sure that neither of them fall off the platform, because we need to bring them back with these little lips in the ceiling here. And we'll do that one more time so that we can actually swap to this man on the top. And then we can go ahead and probably just, I guess we'll just do that just so this guy doesn't fall off, because we need to go ahead and, there we go, drop on through to the other side here, and there we go. All solved. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. One more puzzle, you guys. And then it's basically just a mad dash to the end. So, and just keep in mind that all 124 orbs are technically required to beat the game. Although, like I said, there are no Steam achievements tied to beating it. It's just to finding all of the hidden rooms. And this one, I'm pretty sure I do wrong every single time, because it does not feel right. It feels like, I don't know, like player created. It's weird. So, we need clones on each of these switches. So I'll place one right here. And since we're upside down, we can't really reach that. So we need to use this gravity flipper. And this is going to be kind of quick. We're going to switch to him, switch on back, and then make one right there. And switch to him before this guy dies. That's the only time in the game you ever have to do this. Put a clone right there, switch to this guy, so you can switch to this guy, and then collect it. Whenever we ever needed to do something similar to that. I don't know. It's kind of cool, and I did that very fast the first time I played it, so it's good to know that that's just one of those things that resonate almost immediately. Anyway, we've got a memory terminal I'd like to grab real fast, so let's do it. Let's see what one of our final memory terminals has to say. Lock number 20. We dig enough watchers out of orbiting asteroids, you ever get to wondering whether they're as smart as they're supposed to be? You know they're supposed to talk to each other. I never heard a peep. Maybe they don't speak our language? Think about it. They're telepathic, right? If you could sense what I was thinking as I was thinking it, would you need to read this message or develop the language at all? Seriously. If they were going to talk to us, I would reckon it'd have to be something pretty damn important. I think you're on the wrong work placement. Oh, you're clever. You're clever, John. Alright, let's get out of here. Well, I'm done with this outer asteroid belt. So, now we can actually get out of here. So, let's go ahead and head over here and, confront our fate, I suppose. If there's anything you need to do, get ready to do it, because it's just going to be one of those things that you have to do. And before we go, as we're way up here, and I was purposefully waiting to do this, you can actually go straight up through here and collect another memory from home. I thought I was going to die there. But this would make our 9th message, I believe. Theseus, we missed that transmission. Please respond. Damn. That is not cool. You want to explain, sir? So let's get out of here. We're done with this place. So if there's anything you have to do, go and do it now. We're reaching our point of no return, and you can't actually go beyond the point of no return unless you have all of the orbs. So this is a good opportunity to go find those. But with this, our final solar panel.
Okay, we should be clear to land. We're waiting for you at command. We may get off this station yet, though in how many pieces? At least this way we have a chance.
Wait, Charles Chalmers and Dennett? That was we? I thought there was just her and I. Let's see. Log 21. There are 23 of us left alive, most of whom are sick. Command has been locked down from the inside. The Watchers are what's killing us. We know that now, but even if we had days ago, we wouldn't have been able to jettison half of them before there'd be too few of us left alive to do it. We brought on board so many. We're a long way from anything out here. I wonder how long it will be before we're discovered. If anyone finds this, for your own sakes, don't talk to the Watchers. Well... Damn it. So again, anti-gravity. No clones.
You're wondering, I suppose, how a person could survive here so long. I've had time to wonder that myself. My conclusions are non-cognitivist in character. The terms person and survive are too ambiguous for reasonable discussion.
Person and survival. Alright, let's leave. Let's get out of this place. Oh, almost broke my back there. That would not have been very pleasant. Why is getting in... Thank you. So this place might actually look a little bit familiar. We're right near where we were near the beginning of the game, so let's move on. It's too late now. At one time there were many mines, and now there are not. They disconnected from the chain, as you will too. It's not very nice. This is... Huh.
Stop! We don't have time for this. There's something I have to show you.
What?
Load up the specimen holding log.
Who was Scavenger? That was weird.
Where are you? Who said that?
Both good questions. I can only answer the former with certainty. It took us years to... We are currently inhabiting these brains. We are these brains. Do excuse Dennett. Some people don't realize identity theory is more out of date now than when we sealed ourselves in here. We had a choice, Dennett. Die out there, starve in here, or use the swapper device to inhabit these research specimens and await rescue. I'm not proud, but which would you choose? In retrospect, certainly not the option we took. I know what you think. I was asking her.
I'd have to believe you first.
The evidence is right there. Take a look. Wait.
What you're telling me isn't possible. Tell me who just materialized in front of my eyes. Tell me who I just ejected into space.
You ejected your clone. Perhaps your clone ejected you. Does it really matter? You're still yourself. Copies of copies of copies. What's important now is that we get off this station.
The ship I came here in is fried. I have a rescue team on the way. They'll be here in a day's time.
Not soon enough.
Why not?
There's a life form on this station that will kill us in a matter of hours. and you just unsealed the only shielded section. We were safe in here for decades.
There must be something we can do.
There might be, but not like this. You'll have to use the device to release me. Swap places with me, just until I can put things right. It's not as simple as that.
You can't make me do that. I won't do it.
Even if I were in a position to make you do it, I wouldn't. You have the same choice we did. You can die here, or you can do what you have to go on.